Entonces, ok, eso aquí estamos otra vez. Entonces recién ahorita voy a comentar nuevamente, voy a comenzar nuevamente con el tema. Pero bueno, bro, vamos ahora sí a continuar. Ok, eso vamos a ver aquí, una checada. Pues no tanta, por ahora no tanta. Es que no he sido tampoco muy constante, así que necesito ser un poco más constante. Pero ese es el plan. Lo que pasa es que la vida ha sido un poco crazy estos días, pero la idea es ser un poco más constante ahora y obviamente eso tiene un impacto. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Ahora sí me uno al lado de los casados. Me voy a unir al lado de los casados. Hish, mira lo que pasó con el oro. Alright guys, so let's move forward with the analysis that we were making previously. Okay, so we were talking about the New Zealand USD dollar. We have already gone through the analysis for Euro USD and for the Australian dollar versus the USD dollar. Alright, so as I was saying, the New Zealand dollar I mean, it moves pretty alike with the AUD USD. So look at this movement and look at this movement. So as you can see, there is pretty alike. It is pretty alike. And from here, right, something like that, almost the same thing. Can you see that? Okay, so from here we can expect the price to, to either push to the upside or downside. Since I already made my analysis here as to why I believe the price is going to keep going up, I wouldn't sell the New Zealand USD, even though look at this. This looks like a good candlestick pattern. Let's take a look at the structure on the left. Okay, so from here, that would be a key level, and this one the other one. Well, now the price is still dropping, and if we take a look at the 21 moving average, well, it's kind of far away. Maybe just the 8 moving average. Well, it's not clear enough for me. I mean, I wouldn't sell the New Zealand USD. I wouldn't sell it, and I'm going to tell you specifically why. This is the chart of the dollar index, right? So everything that happens with the dollar index is going to have a reaction in the other USD pairs, in the major pairs, right? So everything that happens in this chart is going to have a reaction in all of these major pairs. So from here, we have, look at this, we have this bullish momentum, which was yesterday's momentum from the news, and we have this consolidation period indicating the end of this momentum. Specifically at the end of this, I mean the momentum of these candles is is weaker. I mean there is less momentum, and then we got this consolidation period over here. So from here we can expect the price to keep dropping, right? So look at this support. I would expect the price to keep dropping, all right? So if this is my analysis in the dollar index, right? So if the dollar index is indicating, okay, if the dollar index is indicating that it's gonna keep dropping or that's gonna create a new trend to the downside, you cannot be looking for sales in these major pairs, right? Because if this one goes down, the major pairs are gonna go up. These ones are gonna go up. The only one that's gonna keep dropping is the USDCHF. But later on, we're gonna take a look at the USDCHF. So from here, looking for sales in the major pairs wouldn't be a smart idea, right? It wouldn't be a smart idea. So when you trade the major pairs, you have to take a look at the dollar index, right? You have to see the dollar index because that's going to have, I mean, that's going to have an direct impact in the movement of the major pairs, right? All right, so from here, because the dollar index looks so bearish, I mean, because the market structure in the dollar index looks bearish, I'm not selling the New Zealand USD dollar, even though this is a downward trend. Okay, even though this is a descending trend, I'm not opening any position in the New Zealand USD. It looks super clear here that the price is gonna keep dropping, and this looks like the high of the next impulsive move, and maybe the price is gonna keep dropping all the way down. Let me take a look here till this low. Maybe, right? Lower highs and lower lows created. This is a lower high right there, and with this tweezer top pattern, we can believe that this is the beginning of the new impulsive move um, to the downside until the price reaches this next support. All right. However, again, I'm not selling. I'm not selling because the market structure with the dollar index looks bearish. That's why. And if that one actually goes down, this one is gonna go up. That's why. Okay. So that is exactly the reason why I wouldn't be looking. I mean, I wouldn't be opening this position. Okay, otherwise, if we didn't have that, specific market structure in the dollar index, I would be super willing, super mega willing to open this selling position. Okay, because this is a clear descending trend. And if from here we take a look at the 21 moving average, just as a, as a confirmation candle, sorry, as a confirmation indicator, we have this tweezer top being rejecting this 21 moving average. All right. So anyway, that's what we have here. Now let's take a look at GU. Well, let's take a look at the daily time frame in the in the New Zealand USD dollar. So it looks super bearish, actually looks super bearish. So yeah, this one, this one looks super bearish um, in the daily time frame. It definitely looks like it's gonna keep dropping, right? Mirroring this movement on the left. All right, so from here, maybe the price is gonna respect a new upward trend from here. But before the price reaches that low, I believe the price is gonna, keep dropping. I don't know if right now, right? Because of what I was saying about the dollar index, I don't know if that's gonna happen right now. So from here, if I go to the 30-minute time frame, look, this is the trend line. So I would expect the price to keep dropping until this trend line, but I don't know if right now. So maybe the price is gonna have a correction movement before it keeps dropping. But because of this market structure here, that's good enough for me to be more conservative and not opening a position now in the New Zealand USD. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at. Do you guys have any questions before we move forward? No questions? All right, guys. So if you don't have questions, let's move forward with the GU. Let's take a look at GBPUSD and see what's going on here. So GU, it's kind of interesting this chart. Okay, so yesterday we were taking a look at the price, and I think we were down here, right? So we were taking a look at the price dropping down here. Let's go back in time. All right, so this was the price action, yesterday morning. So from here we had different possible scenarios. Either the price was going to go up this high before drop, or this high before dropping, or the price was just gonna keep climbing, respecting a new upward trend. So most of you guys decided, or most of you guys thought that the price was gonna create this push to this level, right? And then drop, which is in fact what happened, right? Which is in fact what happened. So for example, if I take a look here and I draw, that scenario was quite down here, right? The price dropping. So it was something like that. Now let's take a look and see what happened. All right, so this is what happened, right? Exactly that. I mean, the price was this down, went straight up, respected that level, and came all the way down. Okay, the only problem, I mean, we would say, okay, why didn't we open those positions? Okay, the only problem was, let me clear. So the only problem was that at this high, we didn't have any opportunity. I mean, we didn't have any clear signal that the price was gonna keep dropping, right? We didn't have any clear signal. So because we didn't have any clear signal, um, there was not an opportunity to join those sellers, even though the analysis had been made and it was clear that the price was gonna keep dropping. We didn't have, this opportunity, and that was because of the news. The news didn't provide a clear opportunity to join those sellers. So that's what happened, and well, I think that's okay, right? That is okay. We can just move forward, right? So from here, the price dropped all the way down. It created this low right here. Let's take a look at the structure on the left to spot key levels. Okay, so we have this one over here. We also have this one in here. Okay, so I think it's been a while since GU is not that low. Look at that. It's been a while, huh? Yep. So let's take a look at the daily time frame. Okay, so the last time that GU was that low, that was in December, right? So that was almost a year ago since GU was that low. Okay, so the value of the pound is very low, right? The value of the pound was very low in comparison with the value of the dollar. It's been almost a year since the value of the pound was not that low. Okay, so from here, we can expect the price to have some reactions, but I think it's gonna keep dropping. I think my bias is still bearish for GU, all right? I think my bias is still bearish for GU. So from here, look at this. So let me show you guys what's going on here. So the price was dropping, all right? It created this low, and with that, when that low was created, so when this low was created, look at that. When that low was created, I would have thought, okay, the price is gonna just go up. But no, we had this push to the downside. And from here, I expect the price to keep dropping. I believe the price is gonna keep dropping unless something happens with the dollar index. I mean, very strong. But even when some things happen with the dollar index, because this specific pair is affected by the pound, and the pound is so volatile, sometimes, I mean, the price doesn't respect, what's going on with the dollar index, but the price just goes in a specific direction. So from here, it is unclear. I mean, for me, it is not super clear. It's more looks more bearish than bullish, definitely. But I wouldn't do anything now in the GU. I wouldn't do anything because the dollar index seems to be bullish, which would push this one. Sorry, bearish, which would push this one to the upside, but the whole structure is super bearish. So there is quite this contradiction. So when there is this type of contradiction, I just don't do anything, right? I rather to have everything in one specific direction to make sure that I join, the market participants in that direction. So from here, I wouldn't do anything in GU. It is not super clear for me what's going on here. Looks more bearish than bullish. All right. But there is no clear entry. There is nothing, tradable right now. So GJ provided a really good entry that was, some hours ago, just 3 hours ago. Look at this. GJ respecting those levels. Let me draw those levels again. So that was an entry provided. Look, this was a key level, right? And this one was a very strong support over here, right? So the price respected that support multiple times, right? And then we got a breakout here, right? Creating a new support, which is this one. And look at this. This is a pin bar, right? Rejecting that level. So that was the entry to take this little movement to the downside. Was actually not that beautiful, but still, I still believe that one would have been a good trade to go short. Okay, so from here, GJ is still moving within this range, right? So GJ is still within this channel, within this little horizontal channel, right? So from here, what would we do with GJ? I wouldn't do anything, right? I'm waiting for a breakout, either of this level or this level, okay? But the bias, I mean, it seems to be more bearish than bullish, right? Look at all of these bearish movements, right? They're very strong bearish movements. So from here, I believe that the price is more, bearish than bullish. So let's wait and see if we have this breakout to the downside. And if that is the case, I would be super willing to sell here, okay? At the pullback, right? At the correction of that movement. Okay, so that's pretty much it for GJ. I wouldn't do anything else. Otherwise, looks super consolidated. If we take a look at the 4 hour time frame, looks super messy, right? Just looks like noise, right? Super noisy. In the 30-minute time frame, looks a lot cleaner, right? Look at that, a lot cleaner in the 30-minute time frame, right? The price respecting key levels. But I wouldn't be looking for sales unless we have this breakout and retest and pullback. Sorry, pullback and retest from that support. That's pretty much it for GG. Alright guys, let me draw another level over there. Okay, so I'm only looking for sales below that level. That's it for GJ. If you're gonna trade GJ, that would be only in the 30-minute time frame. If you go to the higher time frames, that wouldn't be a smart play. Okay, so gold, I was talking about how the price was gonna pivot from here, from this level to the upside, and that's exactly what happened. The price created this push to the upside yesterday and came all the way down, right? But then respected that broken level and went straight up. Okay, so the price is just going up from here. And look at this. This was quite a strong push to the downside. I think these levels are not, super clear. I think those are super old levels. I think the price wasn't up here since quite a while. So I'm gonna erase these levels. I'm gonna draw new ones. Okay, something like this. I'm gonna erase those old levels because I think it's been quite a while since the price didn't reach this high. So from here, let's take a look at what's going on. All right, that is a key level. This one is also a key level. All right. And in the 30-minute time frame, this one is also a key level. Okay. Okay, so now let's take a look at what's going on in the 30-minute time frame just to make it a lot clearer. All right, so this is the 30-minute time frame, and yep, we are having this reaction to this level. Okay, so now we got this definite push to the downside. Can you see it? So even though this is a bullish push, now we had this incredible movement to the downside with that candle. So from here, this one looks more bearish, right? It seems there's going to be some type of movement to the downside before the price keeps going up, if that's going to happen. So if the price definitely is going to keep going up, I would I would believe that the price is going to have another push to the downside after this candle, this strong bearish candle, right? So that was quite a strong bearish candle pushing the price in just 30 minutes this long, right? So from here, I would expect the price to keep dropping a little bit more, maybe until this low before it goes up. But the price action is not super clear. I mean, it's not clear enough to open a position now in gold. I mean, it doesn't seem to be good enough to open a position. So from here, I wouldn't do anything in gold either. All right, I wouldn't do anything. For USDCHF, however, this one looks definitely super bullish, super bullish. Um, and I've always talked about the how USDCHF respects key levels, which is awesome. I mean, if we want to trade USDCHF, one of the main confluence factors are key levels, right? That's one of the main confluence factors. In this case, look, USDCHF went straight up, came down, right, respecting that level, and now is, you know, hitting this daily level. That yellow line that you can see there, that's a daily level. Let's go to the daily time frame. Look, so that's an important resistance, which was support as well. And the price is just flying. And I believe the price is going to reach that level, all right? That daily key level, which is almost there, all right? So from here, I wouldn't do anything either. I mean, the price is just flying. From here, I expect the price to create some sort of pullback, all right? There must be a pullback sometime, and when that pullback happens, we have to take a look at the dollar index. And if the dollar index looks bullish, we can join those buyers, all right? We can join those buyers, even though we would need to have, this breakout of that daily key level, right? So USDCHF is super bullish now. Don't look for sells. I would be looking for sales only if there is a confirmation of sales, like a breakout of these levels and a confirmation to keep coming all the way down. All right, that's the only reason why I would be looking for sales. But now I'm only looking for buys in USDCHF. All right, guys. Do you have any questions? This one doesn't seem, to provide a good opportunity soon today. Maybe in the afternoon, but that's not gonna be smart because there's not going to be enough liquidity in the market. So you guys have any questions? I'm going to start, drawing my biases, my analysis, and sharing them in the free channel, right? Just for you guys to have an idea of what my analyses are. And if something like that happens, just opening a position in that direction. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. I don't believe there is more right now. So I'm gonna head off now, guys. I hope you have a great one and talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Be careful. Only trade if something very clear happens, right? Only trade if something very clear happens. Look at this. Look at this rejection candle. And this is what I was talking about. New Zealand dollar going up because the dollar index is gonna drop. Euro USD bullish, AUD USD bullish. So be careful, guys, and have a good one. Take care.